Hi, Lindsay. How you doing? Hey, man, I disagree. I don't think you're struggling. To me, it does not look. This doesn't look like struggling. This looks like it's flowing along beautifully. Um, so, in terms of visual studies and visual exploration, I think you're spot on. There's a lot of work to do still, but I think you're really in a good spot right now. So I don't want you to feel like you're struggling because I don't think you are. I have some suggestions, and I think that based on what I've seen here, I got enough of the package, enough of the idea to understand where you're going, and base my comments off that, my recommendations off that. So my main thing here is based on your presentation is that you've got this kind of really cool organic these curves and this kind of almost fire. It almost looks like the Olympic torch itself or an abstract version thereof. And that's very cool. I like the where you went from this to this as well. I think that's awesome exploration, Lindsay. That's how it's done. I don't know if you saw if you look back at the Sagmeister film, that little video that we placed in the, was it this week or last week? And if you haven't, take a look at it. It's a TED Talk with Steven Sagmeister, and it's pretty amazing because you can get to see how this creative genius unfolds through his this presentation of his visual conceptual methodology, and it's really fascinating. And I'm kind of seeing that here in the way that you've gone from this to this. I don't know, just in case. I think it's really, really smart that you've backed up your logo with a more structured, more geometric version. Hey man, you never know when when your client's going to come back to you and say, yeah, I know I wanted this organic flowing logo, but I changed my mind and now I want a geometric logo. And you know it happens all the time. So that was very, very, very smart. Keep thinking like that. Seriously, keep thinking like that, Lindsay. It's a smart way to go. The work here, really, really obvious suggestion is that these are Winter Olympics. So I highly suggest let's move over to the cooler side of the color palette. Because right now you're using extremely warm colors and it's not going to work with a winter event. Okay, for a really awesome look at color usage in Olympic logo design history, take a look at the Vancouver work from, was that 2000? What is that? Jeez, I'm so sorry. I should know this. Vancouver, when was it? 2010 Vancouver. Take a look at that color palette, which to me, and this Vancouver 2010 was probably, to me, some of the finest Olympic graphics we'll ever see. Absolutely amazing, amazing program. Take a look at it if you haven't already. Suggestions moving forward are definitely the color palette. I would like to see this thing a little bit tighter. Right now it seems like three different elements. That, and that. I'd like to see it develop more into one more cohesive element. Maybe try to build just a little more depth into it. Don't use gradients or anything like that though. So I don't want to be mistaken there. And then my only other suggestion here, this is gorgeous. I just really think this kind of contrast with the flowing version of the logo along with the kind of fragmented, shattered geometric version in the background. Again, really, really fascinating visual studies. Good job. Keep doing what you're doing. My suggestion, of course, is to, not of course, my suggestion is to try to work the Olympic rings into the logo, or at least somehow we have to get the logo. I'm sorry, I'm misrepresenting myself. I'm not saying put the logo, the rings in your logo. As a matter of fact, I'd prefer you didn't. What I'm saying is let's try to at least get some sort of text associated with the logo so we can at least move forward with the logo based on typography and form. Okay? That's all I have. Awesome job. Keep it up. You're moving in the right direction. Any questions or comments, you know where I'm at. All right. Thanks. Good job.